It's a couple of hours after I posted the latest podcast, and I'm reading the book about Carrie Fisher on the bed. Agita settled there, and both the babies, they're in the hall. So, the family togetherness time while I'm reading. Bye for now. Good morning, everybody. Look at this. Baby's on the bed. Agita there. It's now about half an hour later, and we all got up, and I gave Agita and the babies treats in the kitchen, and now we've gone back to bed, but it's now reversed. We have schedules for bedtime routines. So now Agita is on the bed, and both the babies are in the hall in sight. Family togetherness time. Now again, this is A+ game, biggest pushes you can imagine. For now, Agita's making herself very comfortable. Look at that. And then both the babies are still very nicely settled in the hall there in sight. So this is what they called appreciation of sober family time. Family togetherness time. Fed the kids and their gourmet food, and then this is my homemade breakfast. Frozen French fries, which I heated in the oven, McCain, I think, fried eggs, and sausage links, but they're not real sausage; they're plant-based. Those ones, you know. So my out-of-province friend may not consider this to be actually cooking, because I just ate those from the packet. I cooked the egg, I fried it. There were some pulls in the day, but I managed to do some writing, and now I'm back to reading the book about Carrie Fisher, and Agita settled nicely there, and both the babies nicely settled there in the hall. So I'll just keep reading and then go to bed. Tomorrow I'm thinking of going to the Toronto Museum. We'll see how it goes. It's now 11:11, and we've got Agita there, and we've got one of the babies there, and we've got the other baby here. And we had a very good morning with Agita at night. Babies were on the bed, Agita was on this perch, and then in the morning, Agita's on the bed, baby's on the perch, and then babies came into the room and started playing. And okay, so I got up, and I was replying to a friend, and yeah, it was a good morning for us, you know, and, with minimal hissing and snorting, you know. And everyone mostly getting along, following the collective agreement for schedules of timing. So, as my friend said, I've negotiated a peace agreement here, a peace treaty. So, I got up, and last night I did finish the book by Carrie Fisher's assistant, you know, and it ends just before, a couple of months before Fisher actually passes. And in the book, the assistant quits. And I think it's pretty close, even though there's a usual disclaimer, this is a work of fiction and all of that stuff. But, you know, her name is Kathy, C-A-T-H-I-E, rather than Carrie. You know, and Star Wars, I think it's Star Quest. You know, so you know exactly what. It's very thinly disguised. But I'm planning to take the bus to town. Of course, the one day I decide to go to town, after all the good weather we had last week, it's snowing and it's really cold. But I'm dressed, and I'll take the subway to the museum rather than walk. So anyway, should be okay. Bye for now. A couple of months ago, and somebody helped me with it. I haven't taken the TTC in years, and so I was like struggling with it, and I'm trying to put my coins in, and it's not taking my coins. Apparently you have to do all that shit first and tell it what you're doing and how you're paying, and then the coin thing opens. I didn't know all this shit. So I'm like, but I got a ticket somehow. It took me a while, but anyway, so now I'm going to take the subway again. On the subway, this is the university line going up to Bloor, I hope. Salmon teriyaki with tempura, shrimp, and veggies, salad, and rice. It's pretty good. Bye for now. here at Ava's. It's sort of an ice cream and churro place here on a churro type thing place here on Bloor, just by where I had my sushi. And I think I've been to the other one, the one in Port Credit. And they do these kind of cone thingies, but the cone is made out of pastry, and she made it fresh. It took like 10 minutes, and then they dip it in frosting stuff, and then they put stuff in it. Ice cream on the top. And I think I've got apple pie. I haven't got to the apple part yet, but it's in there somewhere. It's actually quite good. Approaching the museum now. In this gallery before, this is a First Peoples gallery, explores indigenous peoples, ancestral objects. Cool. I'll go through this. This is a house post used inside houses to hold up houses. This one represents the bear, one of the interior posts that held up the roof peats. I'm not sure I would want that holding up my house, especially if I have to see it at night when I'm sleeping. Anyway, it's pretty cool. There's pipes. Now, I do know some dusty dumpster wood whistles. I find those useful. Bye for now. Back to the Buddhas. I always come to this gallery. Have a quick look around here and then head upstairs. The galleries. I think this is a Greek and Roman one. I don't think I've been in this part of it. I think I've checked out the other parts. So many galleries. That's amazing. Free on Tuesday nights. Took only 5 minutes. I knew exactly what I was doing, but still got stuff. But I got it. I got the secret. Back, changed, feeding the kids. Now I'm just going to relax, work on journal entry, read, watch streaming, etc. Bye for now. Hello everybody, I'm here at a Tibetan restaurant. I came to it once when it first opened last year, and they usually close between lunch and dinner at like 2 to 5. Now it's 2 to 4. So I was at home with the kids, and so I worked on journal entry and stuff like that, and replied to a friend and fed the kids, and I was going to go out for a late lunch and maybe see a movie. And by the time I got ready and I was about to head out for the movie, this researcher called, survey statistics about the property there, and there's some survey that's apparently mandatory. But so I said, well, I'm not living there right now, it's under renovation. And she said, I'll put that down, and then they'll call you again, and then you have to tell them it's under renovation, and it's not your primary residence for now. So I'm like, and then started talking to her about research and, surveys, and how I used to teach psychology, and then she has a degree in psychology. Talked to her for about an hour. It was interesting. Really, she's supposed to do, that's what she's supposed to do. She's supposed to do interviews with people, but there was like, because I don't think this one is going to be used, because I'm not living there full time, and I'm not, it's not livable. It's still under renovation. So we talked about how long it took and contractors and how long. It was interesting. So it was I missed my movie. So maybe not an hour, half an hour, 45 minutes, but quite long. So then I'm like, okay, I might as well just go and something to eat. So I came this way instead of the other way. I came kind of east into Parkdale, and I was gonna go maybe get a roti or and I passed this place and it looked open. Usually it's closed until 5, or it used to be. Now they close for lunch from 2 to 4. So I ate here once. I had a chili gobi, and I had right after it opened, I had a fish pakoras. It was good, but it was kind of dry, because I got both kind of dry things. So this time I'm like, let's try it. So I came here, and I'm having a vegetable corn soup, and I put a lot of that hot sauce, this hot sauce, salt, pepper, and soy sauce. It's very spicy and very good. Chicken, egg, and corn. And then I wanted the only shrimp dish they had is tandoori shrimps, tandoori prawns. They don't have any prawns, any shrimps. So, but she said we can make you a fish curry instead of a chicken curry, because I'm trying not. I haven't eaten chicken in many weeks now. So I'm like going, I need chicken if I have to, but I'd rather have seafood or veg. And all the veg ones that didn't really appeal, the ones that I have all the time anyway. It's arrived and it's very good. It tastes sort of like chicken curry that you get in good Indian restaurants, Tibetan restaurants, but with fish instead, I think basically they use the same spices, and so it's very, very good. It's spicy, but of course I'm adding this and that. I'm here in the Mini, just parked before the building there, and on the way back, so after my lunch, well, late lunch only, so it was like 5:30, 6 o'clock. So after my early supper, I went to the Liberty Village PetSmart, and I got 2 bags because they're on sale. And I had a $10 coupon from before for Hill's Science Diet, but you had to spend more than $70. 1 bag is $50 on sale. So I had to buy two bags to get my $10 coupon, which expired in a couple of days. So, but I got lots of food ready. I'm on the bus. Had a good evening with the kids. Exchanged texts with a friend, and just after I went to bed, there was some drama llama with babies chasing Agita, and Agita like snarling and hissing and turning into full Cordiva possessed mode. So Agita had to spend the night in the master bedroom with litter box and food and water and toys as usual as a timeout. And both the babies slept right in front of Agita's shut door all night instead of on the bed with me. In the morning we got up, everybody had treats, everybody seemed to be getting along. Little bits of semi-hissing, snarling from Agita, but that's just normal. That's just how she communicates with her brothers. So that was actually, it seems to, and the child just left, and Agita was sitting there watching her brothers, and they were watching her in the living room. So I just hope they're getting along. So with all of that happening, my local cat rescue friend reminded me, that there's a Banksy exhibition coming to town, and I'm not sure. I don't think that's authorized, because as far as I know, Banksy doesn't allow exhibitions in galleries. That was one of his big things, as far as I know. But anyway, I mean, if it's coming to town, I might check it out. So, and then that reminded me that I wanted to check out the Van Gogh immersive show. It's not really an exhibition because there's no original works, but I think it's going to be sort of like the thing I went to see with Prince by Dali a few months ago. This is like downtown, 1 Yonge Street, the old Star building. So, and I think it's ending this weekend. So I think it's lots of projections of his Van Gogh's work. And as I told my friend, I mean, Van Gogh was, he was into his substances, which at the time happened to be absinthe. And then, he was kind of fond of DDRWs, and he did cut off his ear, and out of his mind on the absinthe, which I told my friend I haven't cut off my ear yet. No intention of doing so. Here I am at 1 Yonge Street. It used to be the Toronto Star building, and that's the Lighthouse Art Space. Apparently it's closed today. They didn't say that online, but the receptionist here for the main building said that the show will be on tomorrow from 2:30 on, and I should be able to buy a ticket right at the box office. And then, on the weekend, would probably be busy. So, if I feel up to it, if I feel like doing this whole thing all over again tomorrow, then I'll come tomorrow. And in the meanwhile, everybody, this is a little cafeteria in this building, 1 Yonge Street, right next to the lobby where the entrance to the Van Gogh thing for tomorrow is going to be, if I do manage to get up and come to it, around the same time. It's about 2:30 now. So I was like, going before I start walking back and looking for a place to eat, why not just have a snack right here? Finishing my my light sort of snack breakfast thingy here, and I took my morning medication, diabetes medication, and now I'm going to walk up that way and see if I may have an actual lunch, or I may just take the bus back to the kids. We'll see how I feel. It's kind of cool-ish, but I'll walk around. I haven't walked this side of of Yonge Street in quite some time. So while I was having my snack here, there's two people sitting over there at that table, and they were having an interview. And apparently, I think that the interviewer, they have an office in here, but it must be like a shared space or whatever. So it was, I don't know, it's like very public for an interview, and I could hear everything they were saying. Nothing too personal, but still, is this how they do interviews these days, like in public cafes, or, and at one point. The interviewer, I think asked the interviewee about hobbies, interests, and the interviewee goes, "Oh, I do this and I do that, and I have a cat." And I'm like going, "Would you mention that in an interview?" I mean, no, maybe interviews have changed a lot since when I didn't do too many, but when I did do them, I don't think I ever really brought up, having pets, but back then I probably wasn't even a cat person way back before I started teaching at the place up the road. So, but if I'm interviewing someone and they said I have a cat, I'm like, okay, interview over, you've got the job. Back, don't see any clumps of fur. It really seems to be getting along. So baby there, Agita there. I took the bus back, and I just called and ordered a takeout Indian food. If you go before 4, I think the vegetable dish is cheaper, and you get it with rice. So and then I got a separate shrimp dish as well, and I'll have some when I come back, and some later on at night, because I had a very light, just like a muffin, and that soup was very bland, very small and very bland. So I'd rather I'll go pick up the takeout special, and then I'll have food for later as well, and I'll take the car. So that's what's happening. It was just kind of funny. I just noticed the time when I got off the bus. It was 3:33, and I'm calling the restaurant, and the address is on Queensway is 666. It's kind of funny. Everybody, we've got Agita there, and we've got one of the babies here, and Agita's a little perplexed because he's sitting on her side of the bed. So, but she's not, attacking or anything. She's just leaving the room, which is, very civilized for Agita. And we've got the other baby here. And yesterday I stayed in. There were polls again, approaching 6 weeks. There were polls, but it's okay. I just stayed in with the kids, watched Shogun, stuff like that. And today, the fire alarm went off, false alarm, floor above. So there was a loud fire alarm siren for some time. So the kids were ready to hide under the bed. I was ready to hide under the bed, but everything got cleared up. So now I'm ready, and I fed the kids, and I'm going to try again, even though there was snow. But I'm going to try the Van Gogh thing again, because it's ending this weekend, And Saturday, Sunday, I don't have the shuttle bus to get downtown, so I might as well do it today and not have to worry about parking and stuff. Hopefully get a ticket. Oh, there's the shuttle bus now, just arriving. So, I'm going to take the 1:30 one. So, I'm just going to, put on my coat, start getting ready. Hello everybody, I'm here at a dim sum Chinese restaurant right on the water, the Harbourfront. And I actually used to live in 77 Harbour Square, the building right on, just when I first started teaching, like 35 years ago, a long time ago. I used to live in the building just on the other side there, just for a few months. It was one of the condos my father owned. So, I don't think I'm not sure, I might have come here once, or I might not have, but I know this place has been here for a very long time. And it's sort of, it's got dim sum, it's a little bit upmarket because it's in, Queen's Quay. And they give me a view with a table with an excellent view. Water, and you can just about make out the island there, So, I've ordered dim sum. And it's a little bit more expensive than Chinatown, but not much. I mean, considering that you're eating in a really nice place. So I got the tea, And from here, I'm going to walk over. It's like a 15-minute walk to the. I decided I might as well do the lunch while the dim sum is still on, because the Van Gogh show is at 3, then 4, then 5. So I'll be able to catch one of those. I'll be able to catch the 3. Hello, everybody. The food's arrived, and this is those rice, roll thingies with vegetables, the shrimps, the hagao. And those shrimps, a whole bunch of shrimp things. It's very good. It's very good, and they brought little hot sauce and stuff. The main thing here is the food is good, the service is good. We got all this fancy stuff, and you got the lake right there. Excellent view, So I'm glad I came here first, and from here I'll go to the Van Gogh. Bye for now. I'm going to enjoy this. Bye for now. Along the lakeshore to Star Building over there, where the Van Gogh thing is supposed to be. Oh, this is like a real snowstorm of the year. Late March. Might have been a couple of minor ones here in the winter, but I was mostly at home. I didn't go out. First time I've actually walked in the snow this winter. Anyway, good thing I'm not driving. Building's right. Hey, it's a big warehouse space. Okay, I've got a chair. Some people are like sitting on the floor, there are benches, and it's all the way around. So it's like a film thing, and it's based on his artwork and presumably his life, and it goes all the way around the walls. It's kind of cool. Not sure if it's worth $50, but it'll. I got a nice chair, but I could like lay down and take a little nap. Some people are. It's kind of cool. He said it's on a loop, so he said if you want to stay more than the length of the film, you can. Like, I'm not sure I want to stay all that long. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Not sure if it's worth $50, but it's nice sort of seeing his paintings like animated Van Gogh. It's pretty cool. It's like his paintings just animated and projected against all the walls. All 4 walls of this sort of warehouse space. And such a music. Starry night, of course. That's pretty cool. There's a self-portrait. I think the loop is beginning again. It's 5:25, and I walked back from the Star Building along Lakeshore, and it was partially covered because I was walking underneath the highway, the cars, and then there's sort of a sidewalky thing. So it was cold, and then there's a covered walkway along GOGH here. So I mostly walked covered. And I thought I was going to make the 5:45 bus and I'd have to wait another, 20 minutes. But it turns out the 5:15 bus was delayed because of all of this. So 5:25, I just got it. And that means that the 5:45 probably won't be coming till 6 something. So it's a good thing I didn't have to wait. Now there's going to be traffic, but I'm not driving. I'm covered. I'm warm. So on the whole, I mean, the lunch was kind of expensive, $56 for dim sum, and the Van Gogh thing. I mean, I don't think it's worth the price of like 3 films, but it was interesting, the whole immersive thing, and seeing paintings that I recognize and love, just kind of animated, Disney-fied. It was kind of funny. So I just, I spent about an hour and a half there, half and a half to 2 hours, and then, catching the bus back. So $100 for the day, but a lot cheaper than a casino or other things. Bye for now. We just got home, haven't even taken off my coat yet, and Agita there, one baby there, and one baby there. So on the whole, I guess it was a good outing. Like right in our first snowstorm of the winter, even though it's actually, first bigger one. I think we had a couple of 1-2 inch ones, and this is like 3 inches or 4 inches, which is our biggest storm yet. In spring. It's not actually winter anymore. But the smaller storms I never went out in. Today I went out, but it was fine. I was on the bus, and I had a very nice dim sum lunch, and the Van Gogh thing, it was okay. It was kind of fun. So spent over $100 on lunch and the film. So on the steep side, but a lot cheaper than casinos. Bye for now. Hello everybody, I've come out for brunch, late Saturday brunch. This place is open till 5, one of my regular places, and I'm having the smoked salmon eggs benedict with avocado, and they serve it with good helpings with fries, home fries, and salad, lots of both. So, and the Pacific is parked right out there. Now, had a good night. I ended up watching, thank you very much. I ended up watching a movie based on Van Gogh's life. At Eternity's Gate with Willem Dafoe, which I hadn't seen before. It was on streaming, Netflix or Prime or one of those, and it was actually quite good. So kind of followed on seeing the Van Gogh in the day. It's one of those that suggests the alternate hypothesis for his death rather than suicide. I've seen that kind of conspiracy theory thing before, but anyway, I enjoyed the movie. Had a good night with the kids, baby's on the bed, Agita nearby. I woke up really early, and then I ended up just staying up, calling my father, and then going back to bed. Spend more time with the kids, and finally came out. So there were little bits of pull earlier yesterday, but the evening and night were okay because of all of the major rechanneling, the Van Gogh and the eating out and the going out in the snowstorm. By the way, everything is pretty much clear now. So that's what's happening from here. The car is actually quite clean-ish, considering there was a major snowstorm yesterday, but it didn't go out. The roads are quite clean, and everybody's lined up for the car wash. I was sort of passing by here, and I'm looking, okay. I thought rechanneling. It's not shiny clean. So, and this is a good car wash. It's like only a 2D, and there's a bit of a lineup. But people seem to be following the honor system here. It's not in order in which people arrive, but people seem to be following the order in which they arrive. This grey car is in front of me. That truck was after me. So I think this one goes next. There's a car on the other side. I don't know if that white car came before this grey or came and parked on the other side while I was already here. I mean, it's not a major. I'll just see. I'll just gotta play it out. See how it works. Anyway, it's got nothing better to do. It's like a social psychology experiment. Anyway, bye for now. Just got back and I did the kid search, and Agita's there, and pretty much I think where she was when I left. And one baby is there in the chair. Very, very, very comfortable. And the other baby I had to do a bit of a search for, and found him in one of the travel cases on the bed in the bedroom, but he's come out now. When I discovered his hiding spot, I think it was in that case, then he came out and he's come here. So, had the brunch, went to PetSmart, went to the one in Mississauga, in case they had different specials, and there were a couple of things that I hadn't seen at the Mississauga one. So I get some more gourmet cat treats from there. I got some paper towel and opened one up when I was washing the car. So I got treats in there, cola, paper towels. I left some in the car. And I'm going to put away my shopping, such as it is, and then I'm just going to do, journal entries and little writing if I can, and just relax with the kids. Just about 6 weeks now. Bye for now. Good morning, everybody. Both the babies nicely settled there. Agita nicely settled there. Had a very good night. Baby's in the bed. Agita settled there. And in the morning, early morning, got up. Everybody had treats, and then we went back to bed. Bye for now. I'm going to get up a bit later, feed the kids, go out for brunch, not sure where yet. And later I want to edit and post, as usual, Sunday routine. Made it 6 weeks. Bye for now. That's a little later. I've just been lying in bed, looking at news and stuff on the phone. And look, Agita's in the bed. Whole family The entire family, all four of us, are in the bed. Babies are watching carefully, but maintaining the social distance. I was going to get up, but I'm going to lie here a bit longer now. It's family together this time. Bye for now. Look at that. Hello everybody, I'm here at this place that's now become my favorite nearby brunch place, and I love the hot sauce here, and I have my usual. The choice was salmon, Benedict, or spinach, and I went for spinach because I had salmon just yesterday, and you can see the condo from here, just through the glass, you know. I kids, you know. So, you know, had a very good night. Did some reading last night. Babies cuddled on the bed, Agita nearby, everything was great. Strong pulls again in the morning. This is a 6-week pull, you know, and pretty strong, but it's okay. Made it, you know. Walked here. Walking helped. It's bright, but it's around zero minus one, so it's a little chilly-ish. But it was a nice walk, and I love the hot sauce here and the food. Nice atmosphere, good channeling. When I get back, a little bit of tidying, time with the kids, and then edit and post. So I at least made it 6 weeks, but I'm going to keep going. Day by day, but I'll keep going. Bye for now. There are very few enclosed year-round patios, at least in the area. And it's completely enclosed, and I'm sitting right under the heater. So it's very warm. It's very warm in here, you know. You still sort of get the feeling of being outside with all the glass. Bye for now. Everybody, got back a couple of hours or so ago and just been kind of relaxing after the big brunch. And we've got Agita very nicely settled there. And we've got one baby nicely settled there. And we've got the other baby nicely settled here. Now, I've just been sitting here. It's about 0 outside. It was slightly chilly by the water, but, you know, it was very bright, and I had a nice walk back. Sat by the water for a couple of minutes, you know, on the bench, and came up. And the pull is still kind of strong. It was kind of strong this morning. It was kind of strong even after the brunch, but it's okay. Distraction, and this is my routine. And the routine for Sundays is brunch and time with the kids. A little bit of taping, you know, sort of quick synopsis of the week's events, and then I usually tidy vacuum, you know, very quickly, and then edit and post. So it took a while to get to this, you know, after coming back, it took a while to get to this, you know, taping stage because it was just, you know, full from the brunch, and I was also feeling fairly strong pull, but it's okay, you know, just the routines really help. So I'm kind of getting back into this groove of taping, and then tidying, and then editing and posting. So and then you know, one day at a time, just keep going. I guess it's a 6-week poll, and as I said, last time was, you know, deeper than ever before. So the polls are going to be stronger as the time passes. The polls are strong. The casino binging worked a couple of weeks ago, but it was very harrowing in its own right. Not a control burn I recommend to anyone else. It did work, you know, but maybe the effect of that is starting to wear off a bit. And also, I spent a lot of money on that, so that helped for a while. But, you know, so maybe that's starting to wear off a bit too. So 6 weeks. Pulls are strong, but it's okay. I mean, you know, the week itself, there were pulls, but the week itself, there were lots of distractions. I had to really step up the distractions, and obviously the kids, biggest pushes of all, and they've been bringing, as my friend says, their A+ game. You know, cuddling on the bed. Agita mostly getting along with her brothers. The brothers occasionally provoking their older sister because they seem to enjoy being chased. They think it's a game, and that kind of freaks me out because Agita goes kind of all possessed. But everybody's getting, you know, it was on the whole, everyone's sort of getting along, and I really stepped up the distractions. I mean, there was some writing. And then there was the voluntary museum and eating out Japanese food, and earlier in the week. And then there was the, going there was going to the Tibetan place, eating out, stuff like that, washing the cars, and on the Friday turned out to be during a big snowstorm, but I did go to the Van Gogh, which is interesting. I mean, it's like I think a little overpriced, but it was a good distraction, and a lot cheaper than slithering and casino. And I also had a very nice lunch, and I didn't have to drive. There was a snowstorm, but I took the bus and everything. And then on the weekend, eating out and watching streaming and reading and journal entries at least, and lots of time with the kids and everything. On the whole, the week was good, but the pulls are still there. They're still there, but it's okay. It's just one day at a time, rechanneling and all of that stuff. And then I've got other stuff going on, other distractions. Like I think I got a toothache. One of my teeth is loose now, so I'm going to have to book with the dentist. And I've also got an appointment with Agita. It's going to try for her wellness checkup, her yearly wellness checkup, which is kind of terrifying for the staff and myself, because she turns into full Cordiva mode. But the vet that we've been going to, they know what to expect. And the vet has actually told me that I have the best behaved kids, these two, and the worst behaved kids, clients. His best behaved clients and his worst behaved clients in our family. So anyways, I was putting that off, but it's next Monday, not tomorrow, the next Monday. So that's on the calendar. So just day by day, So I really don't have that much to add to what I've been saying, throughout the week. And it's day by day, made 6 weeks. I'm just going to keep going. So from the four of us, so we've got one baby there, and we've got the other baby there, very nicely settled. And we've got Agita here, still settled nicely under the table there, kind of the sun. So from the four of us, 6 weeks clear and counting. So from the 3 kids and myself, the nuttiest, greasiest professor, most fucked up professor to ever walk the face of the earth and all that stuff. Bye for now. See you next podcast.